And I cannot wait to get over this threshold and into the stadium. Oh, I can feel it already.
When you walk in here, look what happens. You're already inside the stadium. It looks like in a freaking shopping mall.
Unbelievable.
It doesn't
look like a stadium.
It's AC inside.
It is 31 degrees C. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. 90? 100? Look at what I'm wearing.
Oh, you guys have air conditioning everywhere.
Yep, this is America.
I love it.
I have found out why America is so great. And it is one thing and one thing only. Air conditioning. It is the greatest thing I have ever experienced. It is hotter than Satan's butt crack out here. But what makes it bearable is the air conditioning.
To air condition or to not air condition, that is the debate du jour here in France.
Every AC is out of stock in the UK. Yesterday I was told that Lidl has really good ACs coming out for £149. We woke up at 6 in the morning and we're going to Lidl right now.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my page. So I've been seeing a lot of videos from foreigners visiting America during the World Cup, and honestly, I never thought air conditioning would become one of the biggest culture shocks. Not the football, y'all. We not talking about the food, not the cities, air conditioning. And it isn't just that. They're talking about free public restrooms, unlimited drink refills, ice in every drink, walking out of 95-degree weather into a building that feels like 68 degrees. To Americans, y'all, that's just another Tuesday. But if you grew up somewhere that doesn't have central air everywhere, I can definitely see why it feels like magic. Let's watch this, y'all.
So here I am at Atlanta Stadium. It's just coming up to 10 a.m. here. I am sweating so much. It is like a heat advisory here in Atlanta, and I cannot wait to get over this threshold and into the stadium. Oh, I can feel it already. This is the dream. Air-conditioned stadiums. This is the one. Oh, I can feel myself cooling down already. It's like being in a fridge. Glorious, glorious.
Gotta show you this because it looks like just another door to the entrance. But when you walk in here, look what happens. You're already inside the stadium. It looks like in a freaking shopping mall.
Unbelievable.
It doesn't
look
look
like a stadium.
It's AC inside. Looks like there's an Apple store and probably a Starbucks there. America, you are doing things different than we used to in Europe. Looks like I'm at a freaking train station or something. Look at this. Look at this. Let's walk to the front and see where we can go. Wow. This is pretty damn unreal. I don't even feel like I'm in a football stadium. This is Dallas Stadium. So different than any other stadiums I've been before.
Oh, this AC feels so good. As I stand here and let it go up my shirt.
yeah. So you just to take all of the air conditioning while the rest of us sweat to death.
There's all kinds of it coming in.
No, I don't think so. No, not with that roadblock.
When you shut that off, you let me know, okay?
If he says one more word to me, I'm gonna deck him.
Okay, what do you do?
He just told me I was a roadblock and I was blocking all the air conditioning. And he told me I needed to walk around with a bag on my head because I was ugly.
You know what a foul ball is, right?
No, I don't.
You see that yellow?
I don't really care either.
Oh, okay.
It is 31 degrees C. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. 90? 100? Look at what I'm wearing. Can you imagine a British person in 31 degrees in a full sweatsuit like this? Why, you ask? Because I thought when I moved to a hot country, I'd be like in little linen trousers all the time, a denim short, a button up. Because I'm freezing. I'm freezing all of the time because of the air conditioning is so fierce and aggressive. I'm freezing. I am cold to my bones. I am cold to my bones in American air conditioning. This is a cry for help. Okay, this is a cry for help.
And that's your guys' damn AC. It's like, it's making us sick.
I was staying at a friend's house in Georgia and it was hot outside. We were like sweating and everything. So we went back inside and tell me why, I opened the doors and I was hit by the most freezing cold and Arctic air. I was like, damn, this can't be good for your body. So I woke up the next morning, sore throat, coughing, watery eyes, everything. I thought I almost got hypothermia there. Yeah, we Europeans are not built for this. You guys, next time give us a warning, like bring more blankets or something.
Okay, so we've been in America for like, what, 2 weeks now, and we've noticed that...
I'm bloody sick of it, by the way.
We've noticed that you guys think it's actually hot out here.
It's not. It's not.
You literally have AC. You literally have AC. We don't do AC. You go into Birmingham, you go into London, you won't find AC in these houses, you know. We don't do that out there. And so we would be outside and then we go inside and it's still hot. But you guys can go inside and it's cool off. And we only know that because we've been in an Airbnb and it's actually freezing in here.
Literally.
So...
Like, try growing up back in Birmingham. It's bloody hot.
It's so hot.
You lot
It's
don't know
so
what
hot.
hot is. You don't know what heat is. I'm taking here about 95 degrees. We don't have AC.
Right.
We don't.
Yeah, if you go outside for too long and you're too hot, you have to go inside, you have to run the bath. You have to run it cold. And even still, sometimes it wouldn't even be cold. So no matter what, we cannot escape the heat. You guys can escape the heat. If you do your research elsewhere, you'd find that there is other places that actually don't get to get out of the heat.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege.
It is.
It's a literal privilege.
Honestly, maybe, do you guys even struggle?
Honestly.
Do you even know what struggling is?
Because it's just, you live in luxury here. So honestly, take that as you will. But yeah. Look, we're not saying we don't like the AC, we're just saying we don't have it. And
yeah, we really enjoy having AC.
it is actually really nice. But yeah.
So please don't be coming at us in the comments. We've had so many comments in our last video coming at us, and we're like,
yeah,
we're grateful for these big portions. We're grateful for all the big food that you guys get big food. But
literally all I'm saying is you guys are kind of living luxury. So
yeah,
don't take it for granted.
Just don't, like, you guys are always saying like life is so hard, but it's really hard to live in the heat back in the UK. So.
It is. Not saying you guys, your lives aren't hard, not saying it.
Yeah,
not
just
saying it.
Like,
Just,
the AC is great, so.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Oh, you guys have air conditioning everywhere.
Yep, this is America.
I love it.
This is normal here.
That's completely normal, man.
Okay, now a ranch. Oh.
I told you.
Bro, if you sold that in the UK, you become a millionaire overnight.
Then why don't you do it?
Too much work. You just create a website, everything like that.
Just use Immersion. You give it a prompt and it creates a fully functioning website or app within minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah. Here.
Bro,
look. We're officially selling Branch in the UK.
No way.
6 different flavors. It's my store, and I just created it in less than 10 minutes.
What?
You guys have public restrooms here?
Yeah, you don't?
No, and they're free?
Yeah, that's the bare minimum.
Incredible.
I know it's the third time, but can I get another? Of course. Yes. How many refills do I get? It's unlimited. I love this place.
I have found out why America is so great. And it is one thing and one thing only. Air conditioning. It is the greatest thing I have ever experienced. It is hotter than Satan's butt crack out here. But what makes it bearable is the air conditioning. I believe you need to add a verse to your national anthem that talks about air conditioning. Americans are only scared of one thing, and that is being hot. But I love it. I love it. Is it something you have against being hot? Because the air conditioning, the ice in everything. Alors, something that I figured out while being here is that ice makes everything better. Better. I am convinced Americans put ice in every drink. The other day, I was out for breakfast, and I was at a cafe. I look over, and a man had ice in his milk. Oh. Americans love ice so much. Le Titanic, non, le Titanic, whatever you say. I believe the Titanic was out to get more ice. Here in Texas, I see these signs that say that some people want ice. I don't understand that, and then people tell me that ice will take me away. What is this?
All right, so Americans are learning that the British people don't have AC in their homes. Okay, now I don't know if that's 100% of the whole country of England, but most people don't have AC in their houses, right? Now, where the confusion lies for me is I see British people talking about AC as if they've never experienced AC in their lives. So my question is this. In England, is there not AC in hotels? Is there not AC in your cars? Like, is AC really just non-existent over there? That's where I'm confused. And I'm really confused because even in the dirt poor area in Mexico, my aunt, maybe not dirt poor, my aunt has an AC unit. It's detachable, right? They hung it up in like the kitchen and it cools her whole house. Why don't the people in England have that? I'm just confused about that. I didn't know, so I don't know all the facts.
To air condition or to not air condition, that is the debate du jour here in France. Now remember, only about 20% of households in France have an AC unit, and finding them in schools and hospitals is not a given. It's sort of seen as a luxury. But this brutal heat wave has now propelled the debate onto the front pages. It's also the topic of TV debates. There are those who feel they can live without them. Others argue it's an absolute necessity as these weather phenomenons become more intense and more common, and tragically as the death toll keeps rising.
Every AC is out of stock in the UK. Yesterday I was told that Lidl has really good ACs coming out for £149. We woke up at 6 in the morning and we're going to Lidl right now to see if we can get one. Because the heat in the UK right now is absolutely horrible.
As I was crossing the threshold, I see the last person grabbing the last 3 units. I wanted to cry. I went to the lady, I'm like, are you getting 3? She's like, yeah. Everybody decided to get 2 and 3 air conditioning units. How doesn't Lidl put a cap on promo items? So anyway, my friend was there because he was the one that told me about it. And he's like, there's another Lidl that opens at 8 a.m. about 15 minutes away. Fuck it, let's go. Get there, completely empty. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get it. This is it. An associate comes out. Oh, can I help you? We open at 8. And I said, yeah, I'm trying to get the Aircon unit. Oh no, we've been selling them for 2 weeks. They're all out of stock. Then he says, but there's another one that it's about 20 minutes away that opens at 8. They will have it. Perfect. We were almost by the coast of England. Like at this point, I could have just gotten a boat, go to France, get one and come back. We get there. There's only one couple waiting. About 10 minutes before they open, people start coming in and they start getting around the entrance. I'm thinking to myself, do they know that we're on a queue? All of these people can't go in at the same time. I knew that they were getting the aircon because people were talking between them. Am I about to have a redneck Walmart type of fight here in the UK and tell everybody that we are on a queue? Well, that's exactly what happened, bitch. As soon as the doors opened, the multitude of people started trying to go into the store and I'm like, no, 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 no. There is a queue here. We've been waiting since 7:30 in the morning and everybody's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yep. We go in. It was like the apocalypse. Everybody sticky, sweaty, probably haven't even showered. Everybody's just like walking like that, looking for the ACs. They were sold out. They didn't even have a stock. When I tell you, it was so disappointing. But at least I found a beautiful new town really close to the coast where I want to go back and see. I'm going to have to suck it up and it's going to be another day of extreme heat in the UK.
The AC in Europe? Bro. I'm American and moved to Berlin. And the AC? I don't know where the AC is at. Where's the AC? You gotta open the window? I mean, but the air is hot. I guess I gotta open the window and just rely on nature to cool me down. Hope it's not too sunny. Better be no bees around here.
Some politicians are calling for the ACs to be distributed across the board. Their rivals are arguing it's only going to make things worse due to emissions and energy consumption. It's a problem for millions, but especially the residents of these iconic attic apartments in Paris. You know the ones I'm talking about. It might conjure up images of Emily in Paris, These iconic grey roofs are part of the Paris landscape, but they're made out of zinc, which means they absorb the heat and act as a massive thermal conductor. The heat is trapped and making it feel like an oven during this heat wave that felt close to 120 degrees.
All right, y'all, think about the perspective, because when you grow up with something, you eventually stop noticing it. Americans complain about the electric bill, y'all. We complain when somebody keeps changing the thermostat. I'm saying we complain when the AC stops working, but we rarely stop and think about what life would actually be like without it. Then somebody from another country comes over here, walk into the grocery store, a hotel, a stadium, and they're completely blown away by something we hardly even think about anymore. It just reminds you how quickly people adapt to convenience. It's funny, y'all, how the smallest conveniences end up becoming the biggest surprises for them. I also like hearing people explain why air conditioning became such a big deal in America, especially in places like Texas, Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's lived through those summers, this isn't just about comfort. Humidity will wear you out, y'all. Walk outside for 10 minutes and you'll understand real quick why people run back inside. So when people say Americans are obsessed with air conditioning, I kind of get it. After working outside or sitting in traffic, y'all, walking into a cool building feels pretty good. What I kept thinking, though, is how different countries solve different problems. A lot of European cities were built hundreds of years before central air conditioning even existed. Different climates, different building designs, y'all, different energy costs, different history. So what feels normal to us may not have never been necessary where they grew up. That's why I enjoy watching these kind of reactions. They like remind you that everybody grows up thinking their normal is normal until they travel. When people travel, it has a funny way of exposing how different everyday life really is. Americans travel overseas and start talking about castles, old churches, historic streets, architecture that's been standing for hundreds of years. Visitors come over here and they're making videos about Costco, Walmart, Buc-ee's, drive-throughs, and all that stuff, y'all. And now air conditioning. Neither side is wrong. Everybody notices what they don't have back home. That's just human nature. I also think World Cup has been really cool because it's bringing people together who probably would never cross paths otherwise, y'all. People come expecting one version of America, then leaving talking about something completely different. And we know America has problems too, but sometimes we spend so much time focusing on what's wrong that we completely overlook what's right in front of us. The ability to walk into a cool building after being outside in the heat, y'all, once something becomes part of your everyday life, you stop noticing it. That's probably why gratitude is something we have to practice, because familiarity has a way of making blessings feel ordinary. It reminds me of what scripture says, y'all, and in everything give thanks. I don't think that means pretending life is perfect. I think it's reminding us not to overlook the things we've become accustomed to. Sometimes it takes somebody seeing your life for the first time to remind you how blessed you actually are. And honestly, I don't think anybody expected America's biggest World Cup MVP to be air conditioning. But here we are, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Until next time.